Alright, we're going to be replacing the windshield wiper motor on a 94 F150. Here's the new part. The part we're replacing is right there. Start off by taking off both of your battery terminals. Take out this plug and this plug, which is plugged in down here. Start off by taking out these 3 screws right here, and then you need to take off all the screws for this thing. We already taken them all off right here, here, down there, and then up here on top. Just all the holes. There's one there, right there, and so on along down there. Take off your antenna, and then a tricky part is to get the windshield wipers off. To do that, you lift it up. You lift it high up, and then you lift it up into the air, and then take some pliers and grab this. Is it focused? Mm-hmm. All right. Take some pliers and grab this, pull it up that much, and then you can let this settle again, and I'll hold it in place. And then just wiggle it off, and it should pop right off. So you got that off, and that's going to allow you to get this big plate off. Okay, so we've got this piece out. It's kind of tricky to do. It would be easiest if you take off the hood, which is just 4 bolts, but we didn't do that. You have to, you gotta lift this part of it over this to get it out of there, after you got all the screws out and stuff. And then there's 2 screws holding this antenna part on, so we're going to take those out next, so we can get it out all the way. But yeah, you just gotta kind of wiggle it around so you can get it out, unless you could always just take off the hood, which would be a lot easier. But we just wiggled it around a bunch to get it out of there. So now we're going to take out these 2 bolts for the antenna so we can get this thing completely out. And then we got to take out this screw and a screw or 2 up there that holds this on, and then we'll have access to get the nut out or whatever it is that holds this in place. To get the antenna mount off, you actually pop off that chrome piece that was on here, and then the screws are right there, so just unscrew those. And then this thing pops off that. Alright, so now we're going to take off the motor. There's an 8mm bolt right there. You need to take that out, and that's on the new motor. That is right here. Once you got the screw out, just pull this old motor out. We got the old motor out. What we had to do, this thing was stuck in there pretty hard, so what we had to do is we had one person pulling from that side, pulling on the motor like that, and then other person up on by the hood with I had a screwdriver right here, and then I pounded on the top of the screwdriver with the hammer to get it to nudge out. So now we got to take off these 3 bolts to get this mounting piece off and put it on the new motor. So we got the new motor mounted to the old mount thing. Got these 3 bolts back in, and then we got the one on the back side back in. Now we're going to plug these 2 wiring harness things back on. And we're going to put the windshield wipers on and make sure the new motor works. And if that's successful, then we'll put on all the old screws to hold in this plate here, and everything back together will be done. It'll work! Now put everything back together same way you took it apart, and you're good.